it's time for another Homebrew Wednesday. Not got a massive one this week, but I treated myself to a few things because it was my birthday last week. I've got a hell of a lot of beer that was bought for me and that I've bought myself. But when thinking about drinking the beer, I thought I really need to get some new glasses. I've got like my kind of like standard fare, like London Pride and different ones like that, and some have been acquired from certain places and things like that. But really fancied like some nice style glasses, like the tulip ones or ones like that. So I started looking online and seeing if there was like a set you could get rather than just buy each individual one and whatnot. And I wasn't too fussed about if they were branded or not, or So I looked online and I did find a set, and I went for this. You can see it's got one of each kind of popular styles. It's made by a German company, Spiegelau, but what I didn't realise at the time was that these have been created for kind of like tasting purposes. They've been made extra thin, and rather than being of glass, they're from a lead-free crystal. So it's meant to enhance the flavour of the beer, and they're really thin rimmed as well. And reading online, apparently that a standard glass, being as thick as it is, absorbs the temperature of the beer, so it gets warmer quicker. And also apparently it's porous as well, which I didn't quite understand, because I thought glass wasn't, but I don't know. Anyway, there's some science behind it, and it says that the flavour will be retained longer in these glasses than other glasses. Whether or not that's true or not, but that's not the reason I bought the glasses. But anyway, looking further into it, they've also come out with a IPA glass. Kind of got like a real kind of strange ridging at the bottom, and then comes up into almost like a tulip shape, but not quite. Which was made in collaboration with the Dogfish Head Brewery and Sierra Nevada, and they claim it's like the #1 glass you should have for drinking an IPA out of, because of the thinness. Is meant to retain the temperature, but these ridges that they've put in it, it's meant to hold the head all the way down to the bottom, because every time that you go for a drink, it's aerating the beer when it's in the glass. Also, the aroma is meant to stay longer in the glass as well. There's various reviews out there on that, people saying that they claim it is the next best thing, it's really good, and blah 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 blah. But anyway, the only downside is I've watched a couple of reviews of people with these beer glasses, and the company themselves also did a thing where they held a conference in London, that was some beer tasters and whatnot, where they set out all the styles of the beers, like a porter was in the tulip glass, and the wheat was in the wheat glass, blah blah blah. And then they had what they called a joker glass, which was just a standard pint glass, and they got the same beer poured in each glass and told to taste and what they thought was better. And I think the general consensus was, yeah, it did taste better in the Spiegelau glasses. So I'm not going to do it right now, but I do think that what I'll do is get a beer that I know what it tastes like already, put half of it in my standard glass and one half of it in one of these glasses, just to see if that's if there is any science behind it. And the only other pitfall in it is, after watching one of the reviews, someone said that after tasting a beer in one of these glasses and then finding out they really like it from that glass, you're not always going to have that glass to hand, or you might be somewhere else, and then your beer isn't going to taste like you expect it to, kind of thing. But that aside, that's not why I really bought them. I just bought it because it was a nice set. But only thing I will say is that's like a little thing to tell you, that's for a wheat beer. They are ultra thin. I mean, that's let me get the one that they say is so this is the one they say is their like standard pint glass type thing, lagers and pales and things like that, and I'll weigh it compared. So a standard like type pub glass, 306 grams. Now their glass, 230. Quite a lot more than I thought it would be, actually, because to hold it in your hand, it almost feels like you're holding nothing. And the only scary thing about it is how easy are they going to get broken? They claim to be dishwasher safe, but they're totally plain except for a very tiny little bit at the bottom where they've got the company name just there. But I mean, they are really, really thin. You're probably really not going to get how thin they are on the camera, but believe me, they're ultra thin. So I'm going to give these a wash at some point because they're a little bit grubby where they've been sat in the box. But I'll certainly get a review up as such, just to see what the beer's like in them. But as I say, that's not why I bought them. So I just thought it was a nice set. So you obviously get that one, which is your lager, powerful IPAs, pale lager, strong English. So that's that one. And they give you the wheat beer type one. Got a tall Pilsner. That feels really nice to hold, but again, very thin. And then the main one I really wanted anyway was a nice kind of tulip style one. So and then the only other thing was the price. I mean, most places I looked for this online was about £30. But I don't know, by a stroke of luck, I was looking online, and Debenhams had it in a sale, down to, I think it was 25. Then I found another voucher online, got it down to £20. So it's, you know, £5 a glass, 4 glasses. It's not really that bad. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with them. But how long they'll last, you know, washing up and things like that, will be remain to be seen. Haven't really got much more to say this week. I'm going to be doing my first all grain very soon. I've just got a couple more adjustments to make on things, just to make sure things are going to be alright on the day. I mean, I made my wort chiller probably a month ago, and then I went to test it the other day and only found it out that the bit where the Jubilee clips clip onto wasn't very tight enough, so there was water spraying everywhere, kind of. So I thought it's just worthwhile checking it and running through. So I'm going to do a homebrew review, but I'm not going to do it in this video. I'm going to do a separate one. So I think that's it for me. I've probably forgotten something, but there'll be plenty of videos. I've got lots of beer to review as well. So see you all next time.